If you haven't watched this video that's on screen, you should, because this is a continuation of that. Anyway, Johto Pikachu, what I can remember from him was he was used for like almost everything. Pikachu wasn't as funny as he was in Kanto, but he still was pretty cute and charming. I also like how he was the bigger brother to Misty's Togepi. Yeah, I forgot to mention that. Crazy how catching this Heracross is like catching Chris Tyson.
Hey look, Heracross wants to thank Bulbasaur and Pikachu.
She would do this. I feel bad for Ash's Heracross. It didn't deserve to just be swapped out with a Tauros, only to not be traded back because Mr. Oak apparently wanted to frickin' research him. Dude, just look him up on Google. Heracross reminds me of Kingler, but if he had better battles and had a fetish. Donphan is weirdly my favorite Johtomon Ash has ever caught. I think the only one that would be my second favorite is Quilava, I guess. The reason why I like him so much is that he's just so damn happy, especially as a Famby. I really loved this dude. He was so cute as a Famby, and even as a Donphan, he had good moments, like playing with the kids on, oh god, when he tag teamed with Brock Steelix. Oh, and the time he cared for Clefo, that's the name of it. I hate Clefo.
Reese's Puffs, eat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up. Reese's Puffs, eat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up. I got Reese's Puffs in my bowl. Nowadays on cruise control. I got Reese's Puffs in my bowl. And just like that, I'm on over.
Wait, why did I not talk about Apom in today? Anyways, the reason why he came here in the first place. I think Ash's home Pokemon is just gonna have like nitpicks and whatever. Like, they're all cool in their own right, especially the underrated ones.
Let's create My Wife Maze.
Ash's Sceptile is the ace of this series. He's leagues better than Charizard in personality. Ash's Sceptile might have been my favorite out of this Hoenn team, but then he gets gassed up for like the two things he's done as a Sceptile, which is one-shotting a Darkrai and catching a Speed Form Deoxys. Don't get me wrong, those feats are really impressive, but what about the other things he's done? Like defeating Brawly's Hariyama in a rematch, or defeating Katie's Walrein, or maybe him defeating Norman Slacking. He even lost to a Love Disc. I really hope that sticks with him in college. Well, Ash's Sceptile is good now. You gotta admit, he was a pretty huge jobber as a Grovyle and some kind of a Trico. We didn't even know any grass moves at the time. I will say, the way he bounces back after getting his heart broken and staying the night with Ash after they both got lost is honestly kind of underrated. It also gives a good debut to Spencer. Ash's Swallow is easily the coolest bird Ash has ever owned. Crazy how all of them except Torkoal has gone up against a fully evolved Start. I didn't expect Glalie of all Pokemon to go against 3. Even though Swallow is the coolest bird out of all of Ash's other birds, I don't know shit about him. Personality-wise, Ash's Swallow has been performing really well. Like, I didn't expect this to be allowed. I think the only personality with Swallow is that he's quick on his feet and, eats electric for breakfast. Let's just say he's not like other birds. Two things I want to add before I finish up with Swallow is that regarding my nitpick of Noctowl being small, Swallow's also kind of small. I'm glad they made Staraptor and Talonflame a bit bigger, but I feel like even Pidgeot is bigger than him. I wish Pokéringer was a thing in Unova and Kalos. The 2 Pokéringer episodes we got were pretty good. Name another Ashwater type Pokemon that isn't overshadowed by Greninja. Corphish is insultingly underrated. The last time I've seen Ash's Corphish be mentioned was in a fucking rewrite. Corphish has a stellar personality like everyone else on the team. It's pretty cool that since Corphish is a crab, Kingler's slightly relevant. Also, I didn't realize this until like recently, but Corphish has taken down 2 Swamperts. One being Morrison's and the other being the Frontier guy. I wonder if switching bodies with him would be a blessing or a curse. Like, look at this crowd, I feel conflicted. Well, I guess you can't win them all. This one's just sleeping with her mouth open. Ash's Hoenn team is my favorite team by a landslide. Johto and Kanto may have like 2 Pokemon that really stand out, while the rest are just like either mediocre or just haven't been used enough. But in Hoenn, everyone gets their screen time. Other thing.
I can see your defenses are strong, Ash. In that case, may Nectric Thunderwave!
Okay, what happened here? Torkoal losing to a Vigoroth in the worst way possible aside, Torkoal's debut is not what I was expecting from, well, a Torkoal. I thought it would be like in the games where you just find a Torkoal in Fiery Path and that would just be the story. I don't know why I thought that. Did they really think Ash can handle a camera? Torkoal's battle with Registeel was pretty fire, but I'm gonna be honest, I think he's better off as a swimmer. Instead of bringing Torkoal to the Sinnoh League, you guys could have brought back Quilava so it can shine in its second battle. Ash's Glalie is my favorite that he caught in Hoenn. It's not even because he did well in the Hoenn League, it's that he was so cute as a Snorunt. Whenever that boy was on screen, I was locked in. The best moment from him, in my opinion, was when this little guy helped out the Ralts by making an ice pack with Discount Bonnie. Why can't my Azzyland talk like this? To this day, I still don't get why Glalie wasn't even brought back in the Battle Frontier. Like, they even brought back Torkoal. And it's even worse in the Sinnoh League because Glalie just freezes Ash. I mean, to be fair, I'd do that too. But it ensured Ash he was never going to bring back Glalie ever again, and that's just really sad. Shit, I forgot to do Pikachu and Hoenn. Volt Tackle!